DeFoi. Welcome back into News Junkies. And we're visiting with Karen Wrolson, and she is the community director for an organization called Saving Lives Camarillo. And Karen, welcome in here.
Thank you. I'm excited to do this. I appreciate your time.
Not a problem. I'm wondering just a little bit about the history of Saving Lives and when it was formed and the mission of this nonprofit organization.
All right. Saving Lives was formed in October of 2009. So we've been in existence about 5 years, and it was formed it's one of 750 in the country. It's under the guidance and the financial support of SAMHSA, which is the federal government called Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration. So we've been around for 5 years. And the mission is really to reduce drinking and drug use among teenagers in the Camarillo area.
So what are some of the activities that you promote to help with educating people about drug and alcohol abuse?
We do so many things, it's going to be hard to list them all. A big part of our focus is education. So we reach out to parents and to youth. We reach out to parents in a variety of forms. For example, we had a PSA in a movie theater, and we got a lot of attention from that. A little PSA that said, hey, if you use or if your kids use, you can be subjected to up to $2,500 in fines. So that was interesting. My car is wrapped, so I drive my little bug around town with a big wrap on it saying that about saving lives and that we don't want you to host parties with young people. We have done actual hands-on parenting groups. We've brought in speakers. And we even have another presentation coming up with parents, and we're going to focus on the Spanish population. So that's what we've done for parents. But as far as youth, boy, we've also been busy with that. We primarily have focused our activities at the Camarillo High School and Monte Vista Middle School. And again, we're going in, we're giving presentations, we're speaking to them and teaching them this very important message, the message that most of you are not using. So be the majority and don't use.
So what are some of the statistics that are out there as far as drug and alcohol abuse amongst our teenage population?
Well, let me tell you a little bit first about the national statistics. We know that alcohol use among teenagers is a big concern. It's the number one drug of choice. It's in 50% of all accidents involving teenagers have alcohol involved in them. 2/3 of rapes have involved alcohol. So we know that kids are drinking. We also know that kids don't just pick up one drink or maybe two. When they drink to get drunk. They binge drink. And sadly, that impacts their adolescent brain because their brain is still forming. And here they're introducing this alcohol, and now their brain is going to be stopped up to 8 IQ points should they use alcohol. So that's nationally our concern. But locally, we've run some surveys and talked to the youth here. And what we find is the youth in Camarillo are pretty much the same as national. It's less than 1/3 are using alcohol, and about 16% are using pot on a regular basis. So it doesn't sound alarming, and yet that's too many.
Do you find that pot is a gateway drug to harder substances?
You know, people have battled that issue and still are battling it. But the people that I've spoken to who are addicts, who are recovering addicts, all tell me it started with pot and that they consider it a gateway drug. And let me tell you how that happens and how it's been explained to me. They say, you know, you're used to getting to your party and they've got pot and you're using it, and it continues on, and after a while it's not so exciting anymore. And one person says, here's some heroin, or here's a little bit of this. Let's just try it. What's it going to hurt one time? And that's how it happens, that quickly.
So what is the future now of Saving Lives Camarillo?
Well, we have just received word that we have another 5 years of funding, which we're very happy about. So we're going to continue our efforts. We're going to reach out more to the Spanish population than we have in the past because they are 1/4 of Camarillo. So that's important. And we're going to continue our work with Camarillo High School, Monte Vista Middle School, and now looking at other schools and to encourage the youth to really rise up and say, hey, we're going to be part of the majority and not use.
Wonderful. Now, if people wanted more information, I'm going to ask that you take a look at our camera and give out your web presence and a telephone number so people can contact you for more information.
All right. You can find out a lot about Saving Lives if you go to our website, which is savinglivescamarillo.net. We also have a Facebook presence, Saving Lives Youth. And that's the name of the Facebook presence. Our phone number is, and I always have to look at my cheat card, 805-322-4753. All kinds of people love to join our efforts. It doesn't matter if you have had that experience in the past of using or not, if your kids are currently using or not. Whatever your commitment is to the youth of Camarillo, come and join us and help us really save lives in this small community.
Wonderful. Karen Wrolson has been our guest, and I thank you so much, Karen, for joining us. I'm Bill DeFoi. Join us next time right here on News Junkies, a production of the Heritage Media Group.